Well, I'd like to call to order this Planning and Development Committee meeting for August the 3rd, 2017. And our first order of business is a declaration of pecuniary interest, so remind you of your responsibility to do so. Nothing. We have one action item, and it is here in Kinloss Official Plan Amendment 2-17.11 for Kinsman Music in the Fields. And I'll turn it over to our director.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think everybody's familiar with the Music in the Field event. It's been growing a bit over the years, and as a result of that, the volunteer group has approached the municipality to make some planning changes in order to accommodate growth and expansion on the site. Mr. Smith has been the planner on the file and has been intimately familiar with this property over the years, and so he's going to provide a summary of the recommendations in relation to Official Plan Amendment number 2 to the Huron-Kinloss Official Plan.
Thank you, Chris. As Chris mentioned, the property that's owned by the Lucknow and District Kinsmen. You actually saw it last year, 2016. They started work on the property where they had moved their rough camping to the particular area and had left behind, I guess, the stage area where the music was on the Lucknow soccer fields. This year they've gotten their act together and are moving the stage together together with the rough camping. The official plan, when it was written last year, for the rough camping was just for the rough camping. They were not ready to move the stage, and therefore they had no plans that they could bring forward to the residents that live around the property, as you see on the map, to tell them how this was going to work and what their expectations as neighbors to a 4-day, fairly long and quite noisy music event would be. So they got their act together this year and applied to and provided the information both to the neighbors and to the municipality for this official plan amendment. Plan amendment is not written necessarily to the words music in the fields, which is the Lucknow and District's event. They are the opinion that if they do not run the event forever, that this property is suitable for other types of events of that nature. And therefore the amendment that was passed by Huron-Kinloss Council talks to a special event for a 4-day, one event per year for 4 consecutive 96 hours. And so that's what's before you is that particular concept. So things like rodeo, if you want to put it that way, other community events per year. And here in Kinloss, and the official plan is very specific that it is one special event per year for over 200 people. And it's written that way, and it was presented to the public that way. Here in Kinloss Council also took a look at an associated zoning bylaw for the property the same evening that they reviewed this with the property owners and with the neighboring property owners. I do think that I'll put it this way, the property owners are somewhat resigned to the fact that they are going to have a large music festival in their backyards, but they are looking to the municipality and to the Lucknow and District Kinsmen to meet their word in terms of how it's going to work and setbacks for various things and respecting private property. So the reason why the amendment is here today instead of on the 10th is that the last day for appeal is the day before the music event is slated to happen, so we were hoping to at least get that done. We've heard nothing on the zoning amendment in terms of neighbors. Overall, the official plan amendment before you does meet the requirements of the county OP, does respect the provincial policy statement, and will match the zoning bylaws passed by the municipality. So we would recommend that the County of Bruce approve the Huron-Kinloss Official Plan Amendment number 2.
Thank you, David. Any questions or comments for David? Ann?
So I'm assuming then that I read the letters from a couple of the residents, and you, at your meeting, you probably were able to mitigate their concerns, and they will do their best. The Music in the Fields is a great event, and but it's always nice if the neighbors can be happy as well, to a certain extent.
Mr. Warden.
I would consider it a good meeting that night. There was a lot of dialogue back and forth with council, the kinsmen, and the concerned residents, and I think they recognize that the Kinsmen Club do a very good job for our community and are very supportive of everything they do, and I think their questions and concerns are valid, and hopefully we have those mitigated, and that's what those public meetings are all about, to voice concerns, and hopefully we can address those, or the kinsmen have tried to address those.
I just, like, kind of a general question, you're writing this official plan amendment, to me, you're being so specific about it. I think, wouldn't it be better that those specifics, like one event a year, wouldn't that be better addressed in the zoning bylaw? I mean, you're kind of...
All right. So as, you know, both the wardens mentioned and others have mentioned, there's trying to find a way forward between neighbors and the municipality. And the kinsmen weren't interested actually in holding any more than one event per year, first of all, of a size that they have. The bylaw and the official plan does allow for other things like weddings or fireworks displays, kind of smaller community events, but it keeps the one large event to that per year. There's also some triggers in the here in Kinloss special event bylaw that matches up with these things too, where they are regulating events over 200 people. So it kind of jives together a little bit with that. So it's, I think with a lot of things, and we've seen, for example, in Aaron Ellerslie with the Heritage Farm and the Heritage events, that as people become more familiar with things, there may be the possibility when we talk about that in the future, but on the first go round, I think people want to see that you're going to hold yourself to the rules that you put in place, show that you can run something like this without disturbing me excessively, and then you can come back, I think, in the future and take a look at whether or not the property and the neighbors can handle possibly more.
Any further questions? Then the recommendation is that the Township of Huron Kinloss Official Plan Amendment Number 2 be approved, and that the Director of or Manager of Land Use Planning be authorized to sign the appropriate decision sheet. I need a mover and a seconder. Moved by Milt, seconded by David. Any further discussion? All in favor? Opposed, if any? That's carried. So,
thank you.
Thank you, David. That's the end of our agenda. So the next meeting will be August 10th, 2017, and a motion to adjourn. Janice, get me again, and Robert. I was going to say Robert first. All in favor?